All right, man, I've called on you for a mission of great importance.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this one.
So you know the Packard, that's out of Victor's.
What's that, Victor's?
Yeah, this is the predicament. You got a short window of opportunity. It's kind of like the space launch, you know, when something is destined for departure.
I'm with it, man.
Life moves fast. Sometimes you gotta strike when the iron's hot. I've been working nonstop on this Packard project, and seeing it come together has got me super motivated. Victor's doing his thing as we speak. He likes the car, he likes what I've done, so we're already on a good track. The only thing I'm cautious about is collaborating with Victor, aside from being very excited about it, because I never know what he's gonna come up with. You ever have one of those projects, you know, where you just can't let it go until you see what you need to see? We got a little bit of time and a lot of inspiration. I think you and I can nail this. This is my baby.
All right, man, it's gonna be fun.
Back to this.
Dude, it's in pieces again.
Yeah, what'd you expect? I know what you're thinking, and I'm thinking it too. Like, here we go again. Like, where the heck is this thing going? Jeremy and I mocked it up, right? Like, we got all the hard fabrication done, but I want to drive this thing.
Oh, so that's the end game with this, is to drive it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jeremy.
I'm with it then.
Before it goes forward, it's got to go a little bit backwards. It's got some secrets, some unfinished business. They got to be attended to before you can go to the next stage. I figured it's going to be better to take it apart, do all the work that needs to be done underneath, take it for a little test spin.
Yeah.
Same with Jeremy, you know, it's like I want to give him the best that I can. So to have him be able to drive this thing, then do all the finish work, I think it'll really charge him up also. Jeremy is definitely a car guy. If I can hand it off to where he sits in the seat, turns the key, and drives it away, then I feel satisfied.
And you never heard it run before.
No.
Ran when parked.
Yeah. So here we go. The first step is to reassemble everything with an eye out for any loose ends. We put this together in a bit of a whirlwind. Now it's time to thoroughly look things over. That's what it is, like a quality control check.
Yeah.
The dogs always miss this, so I'm counting on you. You can never underestimate the importance of quality help at a time like this.
Space junkie.
Yeah.
That funky junkie.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
What else has to happen with this car to actually make it driving on the road?
Reassemble everything. Then we need a fuel tank, we need fuel lines, we need wires, we need a brake master cylinder, we need brake lines. Tom was in such a good mood that I did not want to bring him back down to earth with the reality of the task at hand. Headlight wiring, taillight wiring, fuel pump wiring, coil, alternator.
That's everything.
Any other questions you don't want to hear the answer to? Another reason I wanted to bring Tom in on this build, because he was around when I built the first rendition of this car way back.
When you told me that you're gonna put paint on this car, I thought, okay, no, he's gotta be messing with me. But you did it, and it looks cool.
I was under the influence of some serious cowbell. Even though all of my projects are in the full custom category, this one is complete custom, so pretty much everything needs to be modified or changed. Maybe while I'm setting up this axle, you could put this over here and just take off some of the rust. Like I told you, we got rained on.
Yeah, rain in the desert, man, it's a rare thing.
I had no idea how much it rains in the desert. Coupled with the wind that's out here, the rain comes in sideways and just inundated the shop. It was a total flood. Fortunately, you know, the engine and everything was covered, but these parts were sitting out here in the shop and the shop got flooded. Lucky for me, I've got one of the best wire wheelers around. Look at that technique. Doing good over there, Tom. It's coming along. Third time's a charm. So the first time is an idea, second time's a little refinement and check, third time is assembled to drive. Come get shafted.
All right, man, I'm all done.
There's a checklist I need to go through. We're gonna go back to front.
And then do we get to fire it up?
Tom, how can you get your pudding if you don't eat your meat? There are rules, it's a process. We got two projects in the hopper, the Space Junkie and the elusive Packard. It's gonna be a race to the finish line. It's getting closer every second. Now, I know how excited you are to get this thing running, but there are parameters. You will notice there are no back brakes.
All that important safety stuff,
All the important things. That's today's mission. It is one thing to get yourself going, in motion. It is quite a different action to reverse that and stop. Speedway Motors, it's got all the stuff.
Oh, isn't this birdie?
That rear axle is from a truck, so it has the big bolt pattern, just like the front. Fortunately, Speedway had them. Now, if this was my world, we'd be in that thing running, because we're out in the desert and there's nothing in our way. But I do not own this car. I'm gonna play it on the safe side of things. The rear end originally came from a van, and it had big drum brakes on it. So I feel like this disc brake update will be a little bit lighter, stop a little better, looks a little cooler. Yeah, just put it on there. Ta-da! Perfect. So let's pop off these 4 bolts and yank the axles.
All right.
Believe it or not, I did not begin my foray in custom car building with a healthy respect for a good brake system. The car from the first DVD, it only had rear brakes at first, like the original Space Junkie, but if you look at the scene with the first test drive, it had slicks on the back. And man, I came up to the intersection and it was a little bit misty, rain. Yeah, when you're in a real little jalopy like this and all of a sudden you're coming towards something and can't stop, no, you're gonna want good 4-wheel disc brakes. You could say I've learned things the hard way. I've had just about everything except that cartoon moment where your feet are dragging outside the car to try to stop you.
How excited is Jeremy to get this car?
He's super charged up, man.
I'm not even Jeremy, and I'm excited.
See, everyone's excited. Jeremy wants to do all the finish work at his shop, you know, paint, interior, etc. Like sending your kid off to college, right? Just like tears of joy, tears of sorrow. This is almost like a 20-year project, you know. About 2001 is when I got that thing in stock form. We filmed the whole building of this car. It just never went anywhere. This thing has definitely come full circle a few times. This is like an ancient sarcophagus. You can hear the lid creaking as you open it. At least I can.
Hey man, I've always wondered, what was your inspiration for building this car?
Back when I had that shop in Sun Valley, just trying to make a statement, you know? My name's Ian Roussel. I'm a custom car builder. I got a lot of work under my belt, and I'm just getting ready to start my greatest creation yet.
I've watched you work on it, man. You put a lot of heart and soul into it.
When I first built this car, you know, my intent was to build a super radical show car, you know, something no one had ever seen. I felt like I had something to prove, and this was my expression of that. Most of the work I do for customers is very conservative. I really wanted to just kind of take a new turn to develop my craft to the next level. I just want it to be a total freak show. The car's a 4-door, and I want it to be a walkthrough. I want it to have like saloon doors. They open like this. What I've been doing in the past couple cars is just getting books from the library, looking at tasteful design, design theory, great automotive designs through the ages. I knew that I wanted to chop the top low, so I just lopped the car in half, and there it was. The one thing I knew that I wanted from this project from the start in sketching it out was this proportion. Tires being as high as the roof, really long wheelbase. You're laid down in it, driving it, almost like a lakes racer, but more like a custom car. What I'm trying to do with this car is just bring my childhood fantasy to life. I didn't see this car specifically when I was a kid, but all the toy cars, etc., that you would see, drawings, they all kind of felt like what I'm trying to do here. The origin of the car is steeped in mystery.
Steeped in misery, mystery. Who doesn't like a car with a story, though, you know?
Oh, it's got a story. There's a lot going on behind this beautiful veil. When I first opened my shop, a lot of people said that I was just naive to a lot of things. That's all I'm trying to do is just be true to myself, for better or for worse. The design of this car was purely a reflection of the way things were going at the time. You know, the early 2000s, the groundswell, you know, the basic vibe was like strict traditional hot rod, almost like a restoration. People were getting pretty darn conservative for whatever reason. And I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna take all those traditional old parts and screw the whole thing up. It worked perfect. It only went to a few shows, and every time it was out, people were just like, man, that thing is weird, with its pink pinstriping. The general reaction when I finished the car was like, whoa, that's interesting. This car was a bold choice. It kind of, ruffles the feathers.
Well, what was it, a two-door sedan or
It was a four-door.
Oh, and you shortened it up?
Everything, the whole
Channel,
9 yards.
chopped it and
Channeled it, sectioned it. And the older dudes are the ones who really responded.
Well, what a car. I've never seen nothing like that in my life. I've been around for 77 years.
Right on.
That's cool.
Got a bunch of awards from all the old timers too, so I'd say it was a pretty good endeavor. And voila, disc brakes.
Boom, brakes are done.
That's why I keep you around. Somebody in the shop's got to know what they're doing. Let's put together the steering linkage, and this baby's a roller. Like most of the mechanical things on this car, the steering gets an upgrade as well. This is all aftermarket from Speedway Motors. It's called a Vega box. It's gonna make it roadworthy. We got steering, we got brakes. Let's drop it on the ground. Yeah, wait till you see how low this car is to the ground. It's pretty alarming.
Holy smokes.
See that? The height of comfort. Lap of luxury. You skid right to a halt. When you can barely see over the tires, you're at the right ride height.
I feel funky like a space junkie.
That's what it's all about, man. Wired up, fired up. Made a lot of progress. Seeing it on 4 wheels, it's looking good. My spidey senses are tingling. I'm gonna go down and check out this Packard at Victor's house and see what progress he's made. I got an SOS from Victor. He says he's got a few ideas and wants me to come down and talk about the Packard.
Ian, what do you think? Do you recognize it?
Well, I didn't know what to expect. I was thinking maybe you would turn this one into a 4-door and cut the roof off or something, but seeing it all ground down is nice. Victor's had the car for about 2 weeks, and that's a couple months in regular person time, so I'm excited to see what Victor's got going on.
I've been working on the body work, even on the interior. My grandson was out there, he kind of watches me do what I do. So Angela, what do you think of my car? Look at me and Ian May, what do you think?
Finally, I'm not alone. It looks like Victor's got a shop inspector of his own.
If you took this to school, I think the girls would go, man, look at Angelo, he looks cool.
For now, it's a
Don't tell Ian, he'll be pissed off. He'll put you out in the desert and let the scarecrows get you.
I'm sure his grandson is just trying to say, Victor, I love your ideas. Just take it to the next level. It's kind of like what Victor does with me.
Since the car's been here, I come out at night and I just focus on it, really just taking the car in, absorbing it. What else could I do to enhance it? Since the front end of it is so powerful, I want to keep that theme throughout the whole car. The front end is crazy. In the back, looks good, but I need something that when you see it, here I am, I'm backing up, get out of my way.
Okay. Hey, regardless of my original plans, I'm open for collaboration. So, sky's the limit, wherever this journey takes us.
And if you could see, I've been working on a couple bumpers. Now I have a rack for bumpers. That's sad.
You got a bumper rack? Yeah, you definitely got stuff. That was the deal, the way that this Packard fit the Packard, it was pretty interesting. I just couldn't find another bumper with all these Cadillac parts you had, etc. Nothing seemed to wrap around quite like this Buick front bumper did. This is basically the same rabbit hole that I went down. We both love the idea, the way the original Packard wrapped around the sides. What's gonna look best on the back of the car? See what happens. That's how I work, just being open to the collaboration, the value of what the car tells you it should have. I don't think you can stress that enough. That is Cal Worthington approved.
Stays with your same concept. We changed nothing, but enhanced it, right?
I think it's a solid concept, man. See, because you got this huge flat surface, and that's exactly what the Cadillac has, this massive shelf. Of course, you modify one thing, it seems most times you gotta modify everything else, the full custom domino effect. The one thing I noticed most in this rear bumper is the overall width. I think it's sticking out from the fenders a bit much, but Victor has another idea.
What if I started 1 inch back from here and then come out to 3 inches with this skirt. What do you think of that?
That really puts some hips on that car too, huh? I kind of read Victor's mind sometimes, and as soon as he mentioned these skirts, I'm thinking of the old little magazines with all the 50s customs. So I'm like, oh, well, if he's going for this, it's naturally gonna have this kind of vent shape in the front and taper down to the back like this.
That flows perfect. Massive in the front, the sides in hand, the back's in hand. That's a mock-up.
Yeah, no, it works. With the great enhancer, who knows what will stick? For now, I think this is a solid mock-up. It's all a mystery until next time Victor wants to change what we've changed again. In getting this thing to run, first step, carburation. Tom and I are on a mission, and we are getting close to starting this thing. If we can get it to run, we're ready to cruise. This next step is critical. Jeremy and I built this really cool manifold setup. Just like the original engine, we used the Weber side drafts.
These are really cool, man.
Yes, sir. I just bought tubing blank U-bends, and we made it all. So the challenge here is to get both of these carbs to actuate at the same moment. So when you step on one gas pedal, 2 carburetors actuate. Of course, there are off-the-shelf options, to help us through this predicament, but that's not the full custom way. We embrace the predicament. We predicament the predicament. I actually saved a piece of your original car carburetor linkage.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's pretty interesting. Check this out.
Oh, yeah.
So this was on your firewall, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
So that's the thing, this was your gas pedal right here.
Right.
So when you stepped on your gas pedal, it transferred the action over to this side, and it made your carburetor go vroom vroom. But what I'm thinking is, because it's already set up as this design with bearings, we're gonna put it sideways like this, somewhere in this direction. One rod goes to this carburetor, and look, it makes that one move as well.
That's much more cooler than going out and buying something.
So original Space Junkie was basically all used, old, repurposed stuff, mixed in with a little new. So 1948 engine, 1946 linkage, brand new carburetors, handmade manifolds. Perfect fit.
This isn't Space Junkie. This is Space Gunky right here.
Our wire wheel expert has spoken. It's time to get to it.
I was kind of worried because underneath all that dirt, I saw this hole. I thought maybe it had rusted through and it was like a crack.
No, you know what that hole's for?
And what's that hole for?
You've seen The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Juice it up.
Wow.
You're so good with that wire wheel. Why don't you shine that one up?
You want these cleaned up?
Yeah, why not? Got plenty of stuff to wire wheel. While Tom's doing his thing, I'm getting these carbs set up for the linkage. Look at that. That is impressive.
Get a look at that.
Love it. It's a great addition to the workshop. So see, I drilled a hole in that bolt. So that sits in there, and this goes in here. That way, when you push up and down, see, it'll swivel. We'll be able to tailor the length of this rod. They both have that detail. There's one complication with my master plan for the dual carb linkage. This was set up for Tom's single carburetor setup, and this is clearly a dual. That's a different arrangement completely, so I'm one end short of success. I wish we had the other matching one. How old school and cool would that look?
You got those internationals out there. Look in there.
Field trip.
Yeah.
Come on down to Honest Ian's used car surplus. Super good call, man. That's the thing about having options, literally in the corral. These are the old man's trucks who own this place. They came with the property. I'll never do anything with them, so they have inline 6-cylinder engines. They might have that linkage. That's a totally different style linkage, but it is a rod instead of a cable. It's got a different end on it. This is close, but no cigar. Let's look at this older one. It's not every day you buy a house that comes with a few cool vintage trucks, but that is the case. We got stuff on the property, and it's all mine. I'm thinking this is a 53 or so, 54. Looks like it's a pickup truck, but it's actually a wind speed gauge. When the wind really picks up coming from the west. That's when we know we had a wind event. The hood is laying over there. So again, this is the same style rod throttle linkage, but it's not the same end. Any other bright ideas? I do have an antique tractor. Let's take a look at that.
All right.
This tractor was one of the real gems on the property. It used to be in the garage. Apparently it had engine trouble, but this was the workhorse. All the fences around here, all the grading, everything. It's clear the implements that fit on this are what did the work. I don't know, man. 3 strikes and we're out. We're back in the shop. That was strike 2. Let's see. Uh-oh. We do have some link. Oh, dude, hold on. Look
at that.
There it is.
Uh-huh.
Let's take this hood off. Yeah, this is a sail too, get ready. It's windy. And it's all there. I'm glad you polished this oil can, because it's gonna get its first workout.
I think it's really cool, man. Taking stuff off an old tractor for your hot rod.
Repurposing stuff is my favorite way to build things. You know, it puts a fresh element a lot of times into your design. This piece isn't an exact match, but it's still got the same kind of end for the ball fitting, so it's a keeper. I'm feeling good, man. We got what we need. Your polished oil can saved the day. Let's finish this linkage. Our little field trip worked out, but we're not out of the woods yet. We still got to make it fit the carbs and mount up. If my calculations are correct, voila.
Aha, look at that.
Dual linkages.
Man, it's a good thing you keep all this old stuff hanging around.
Mm-hmm.
Note to self, quit throwing things out.
While you're doing the oil can polish trick, I was thinking. So I did that mark, see? That ball is that far from the linkage. Right.
Okay. Whoa.
Way off.
Yeah.
My plan of attack is to shorten the longer end. So let's pull it in. We will reduce it in length. There it is.
That'll work as long as it don't hit the...
Or we could come up with a cool little riser instead of like that. Put some holes in it, make it look all techy. That way when this comes down like that. Oh, I like that. We got the function, now we just need the mount. How's that for pretty darn close?
Can I make a suggestion?
What?
It's good. I got an idea. I want to run it by you, and you tell me if it'll work, or if you're just like, no, I don't like that. I'm cool with it, but I gotta suggest before you start drilling into those.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay. This is Space Junkie.
Mm-hmm.
Think space. I'm thinking.
I'm already thinking space.
Starship Enterprise.
Whoa.
All right. Now, I'm gonna grab a couple pieces just to give like an example. Obviously, we would use different materials.
It's not very often when Tom interrupts the flow with a suggestion. I don't know, maybe he's been talking with Victor. He's telling him to offer some enhancements. I'm not sure what's going on here.
What if we came off of here? You've already welded metal here, so why not weld some more? A tab like this with a gusset right underneath coming from here to here. Why not circles? You got circles here, here. You got circles all over Space Junkie. What do you think?
I love that idea.
Yes! All right. I'm glad to hear you say it, man, because it was killing me to see you cover these up.
Well, what you're describing is more organic. It's sprouting from the manifold instead of being stacked on. It looks like it belonged that way. My policy in the shop is whatever the best idea is wins, and that's the case with Tom's input on this throttle linkage. I don't know what you're thinking with your first idea. That aluminum bar is just ugly. I like your style. You're putting some magic back in. The thing I like most about Tom's idea is that it's very free-floating. I was coming up with this weird, heavy-looking contraption, and he's like, no, it should look organic. It should feel this way. And I'm just like, that's right. I took this big old hunk of junk, cut it out, made this bracket. Plug it on there. I'll work on the second one if that's gonna be good. I tell you, you got a knack for this design thing, man. Sometimes it does take more than one chef.
See, it has kind of like a little bit of a UFO type of look to it.
Yeah, it's just got a little, little arm. The function is there. We just got to be sure that these two carbs work in sync. This rod is a fixed length, and this rod is threaded so you can adjust it. So just to get this one to the same length, I'm gonna put this piece of aluminum as a spacer and see I could thread it in and out. And when you hit the throttle, you'll be pulling from this one. Boom, they both go.
Oh, hey, you did it.
Can you dig it?
Gotta keep it funky for the junkie, man. Woo!
A few more loose ends to button up and this engine's ready to fire. You know, the moment I've been waiting for, or maybe not so much waiting for. Either way, we're gonna turn the key and see what happens. Things are getting pretty close. Almost ready to fire this up. Got all the wires in. As soon as we get this thing filled with fluids and put the last couple spark plugs in, we're ready for a test.
All right.
There's always a shroud of mystery surrounding these secondhand engines I find myself using time after time.
I love it when builds come together and you get to that point where you're about to fire them up, man.
See, that's the thing. Jeremy got it from someone and they said it ran great. They just pulled it out to put a 350 V8 in it. So I don't know. Unless there's a problem with the ignition, it should run.
I don't know, I'm getting goosebumps and like the crawlies on my neck all full of excitement for this.
I'm glad one of us is optimistic, because I just get the sense of dread. This is the proper engine. I built the car with this style engine in mind. It does come with some unique challenges in that there's a reason someone took it out of the original car. And then there's another even more weird reason why we're putting it back into another car, but that's beside the point. Got the battery, got the switch, got the oil.
It's got oil.
Do I look nervous? I don't feel nervous.
Yeah, you look nervous. What?
Hear that? It's the sound of fuel pressure. That's so frustrating. Now I know how Victor feels when I cut apart his prized possessions. This is definitely my cringe moment. Hear that?
Oh, it wants to.
That was something.
Yeah.
It's cranking kind of slow. The starter sounds funny. It's not breathing life. This isn't what I was expecting. You know, of course it needs a little tuning. It's a fresh start, but these carburetors are pretty exotic.
Yeah.
It's wild. It lays right down to idle and just purrs smooth. Look at that. Totally rad. That's the reason I chose this engine from the start, because of the sound. Wait till the rest of the exhaust's put on. It sounds like an old World War II fighter plane or something. Wow, you notice how sweaty I was 16 minutes ago?
Oh, yeah.
I'm feeling better.
Was that nerves?
Yeah, it was nerves.
You look a lot better, too.
Yeah, I feel a lot better, thanks.
Yeah.
Just hearing this start, oil pressure, responsive on the throttle, this is exactly what I was hoping for, you know? Now, this is the impetus to get this thing all assembled and ready to drive. At long last, the proverbial shakedown run, the thing that never happened before, is about to happen. Nothing to it but to do it.
Yeah, buddy.
You know the drill, hop in through the roof, straight outlaw style.
All right.
All systems are checked. What could possibly go wrong? This has been a long time coming, like a real long time. You know, it transformed into this trailer queen in the first process of the build, and my dream, you know, 18 years ago was to get in this car and scoot down the road with it. Sometimes you just have to build a project, completely tear it apart, scatter the pieces across the nation, and then huddle them all back together. All these years, finally gonna drive it down the road. You know what the exciting thing about this car is?
What's that?
You put the steering wheel on when you're ready to go. Are you ready for action?
I am ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready. My intent from the start was it looks impossible. It looks undrivable. I mean, the seats are mounted to a piece of 20-gauge sheet metal. That's what separates you from the road. The proof's in the pudding. There's two large adult men driving this thing down the road. It's like a sleigh ride.
It's like an amusement park ride off the rails.
Off the rails.
It just oh, man.
You're laid back. The acceleration is there. You know, it's got all that torque in the bottom end and all of these brand new Speedway components. It's pretty cozy. What's not to like about that?
Oh, this is just too wild. Am I smiling like a big, crazy, cheesy smile? I feel like I am.
Tom's kind of having an out-of-body experience or something. You know, he was a fan from day one. He saw this original car come in from the wrecking yard, and here we are out in the middle of the wasteland having a throwdown showdown.
Wow.
I'd say mission accomplished, sir.
I say
Strong
so
work.
too.
I can't wait
Excellent.
to show this to Jeremy. He's going to be like totally amazed.
Oh man.
This is exactly what I wanted to see before I hand it off to Jeremy, you know? Turnkey, hop in.
I can't stop smiling.
Right.
Really exciting to see your vision come to life.
Oh yeah, and that was the thing. Before it was just pure sculpture. Now it's ready to rock.
Man, it's one wicked, cool, fun ride.
Being that this was a personal mission, I really didn't let on to everyone what was actually happening here, you know? Jeremy's on his way over and he has no idea that this thing's an actual cruiser. All right, man, well, I got a little good news. My friend Tom and I got this car running.
What?
I couldn't let it go without at least driving it once. My guilty pleasure.
You're serious?
I'm serious.
Right now?
It's all you. Hop on in.
Ian, you are it, man.
I could have just kept Jeremy posted on all the progress as we went along, but, you know, I like surprises.
You're making dreams come true.
That's my business. Business is good. It purrs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tell you what, I just came out here just thinking I'm gonna pick up a car, you know. I had no idea. No idea.
He's mowing the lawn right out of the gate. That's one thing I like about Jeremy is he's not afraid to go for it. I mean, just look at that style. He's right out there. It's not just a show car, it's a weed whacker. You doing a little shrub trimming?
Yeah.
Looks like another satisfied customer.
Ian, you're a mastermind.
That's a good looking car. I might have to build another one. Space Junkie 3.0. Now I'm starting to think things. I mean, I'm not saying I'm gonna do it, but I'm not saying I'm not gonna do it either, so.
Getting in it and driving it for the first time is the epitome of what I've been waiting for. Awesome. Awesome. You gotta be kidding me.
No, I'm not. You just experienced it. This is not a hallucination.
It feels like one.
I couldn't let it go without having it drive, you know? It was always such a trailer queen, and now it's ready to boogie. You know, I'm really excited that Jeremy's taking it in this state. And that's the thing that I think every car builder wishes for, is to have a client that'll really appreciate it, really support the effort of the vision. You know, he's gonna finish up all the details, and like, I get to be surprised at how the saga continues. Good call for saving it.
Oh, yeah,
Thank
man.
you.
That's awesome. The plan with this from here on out is make Ian proud. My gears are already turning.
Set him up, knock him down. That Space Junkie is history. On to the next. That Packard is calling my name. I have one last enhancement of my own that I want to throw at the Packard. I called up Victor and I asked him to meet me at Gene Winfield's place with the car. Wow. You're usually the one saying wow. What happened?
What do you think?
I didn't realize you were already going into paint.
I got schedules.
Man, it looks freaking great. I had no idea. You know, Victor is a passionate man, and this car is way further along than I expected. He's got this monster green candy and all scuffed for a clear coat.
You caught me in the middle of it. I mean, I just painted it. We color sanded it. We're ready to play around with the car, and then you call me.
I know exactly what happened. You had one day off, so you went and painted the whole thing. I love it because we were always talking about like a monster or whatever, right? And what monster isn't green?
Yeah, it's a dark emerald green. At night, it's black.
Nice.
This is what it was.
It looks great, man. I had no idea green was going to be the color, but it's perfect.
I'm happy with the base coat, but it needs something out to change up the lines a little, or to give it, I don't know what I need to do. That's why when you called and said, bring it to Gene, hey, if I could get input.
I got a surprise for you, man. I'm glad you were able to just throw it on the trailer in the middle of your operation. Finally, I'm going to do something for you that you weren't expecting. I'm going to throw a real curveball at it. Let me introduce you to my friend. He paints cars.
Eon,
Good to see you.
how are you?
Gene's not just a friend, you know, he's always been more of a mentor, you know, someone who leads me into things that I wouldn't have done otherwise. This car's a really good example of that.
But now you molded in the trunk.
Yeah, we closed that off.
I love it.
Yeah, when you came out to the house, you gave me so many good ideas from the section and the chop and, you know, a couple little tricks about cutting the whole roof back. I mean, it really evolved because of your ideas.
Yeah, it looks great. The chop in the section is just good proportions. The lines are just absolutely beautiful. You did good.
Thank you, sir. You could literally say this guy has seen it all. So if he says this is a good shot, I'm like, yeah, sounds good, man, thanks.
He had this thing up for sale. And I said, there's no way I'm gonna let this gentleman sell this car. So I said, hey, let's do it.
Yeah, that's great.
You know, Gene was a huge part of this collaboration, so try not to pull favors a lot, but it's really more of an honor than a favor to, you know, get him involved with this paint job. You know, you made so much impact on the design of this thing. I was really hoping, you know, if you would, I mean, if you want to paint it, you know, like if you would do one of your fades or whatever you
Yes.
feel like, that
Yes.
that would put a full stamp on this car.
I'm already getting ideas just by looking at it, and
Nice.
and you bet I'm ready to go, and I'll put a beautiful blend on it.
I can't believe it. Thanks, Ian. Thanks, Gene. It's like, hey, I never expected this today.
Well, he's not speechless, but at least I caught him off guard for once.
This is your canvas. You're Leonardo da Vinci. Do your thing.
Okay, well, let's get it off the trailer.
I mean, this is the like next level treatment I was hoping for this car, you know? In Victor's words, we're taking it to the limit. I think everybody's gonna be surprised and satisfied. We just don't know where it's going until Gene puts his hand to it.
Well, what I like about this car is it's just a little bit different. As soon as I saw this car, I immediately started figuring out how I would paint it. Well, I'm gonna create a Winfield fade, so I'm gonna mix up some various colors so that I can blend the whole side all the way around. Painting cars keeps me young. Well, I'm 93 years old, and I've been painting cars ever since I was 15 years old. That works out to about 78 years. My latest slogan is, I'm just getting started. Each and every car that I paint, you know, I look at it and I study it for maybe 15, 20 minutes, and then I immediately know in my mind what it's going to look like. It all looks pretty good. I got a good start. I'm going to come up in through here and make this, the total blend is going to be wider than what I have going right now. And then I'll keep playing with the colors until I like them. And so that's what I'm going to do now, is just make this wider. I like Ian's work, and I talk to people about it all over the world. What he's able to do is to create something from almost nothing. I'm very happy to work with Ian on some of these projects, and I think we're going to continue to do that in the future. It's a good combination. I think it's just beautiful. Oh, I'm over halfway there, yeah, but it's just not quite good enough for me yet. Brighten it up a little, I think it'll be all right.
Victor says he's got this project wrapped up, and I mean literally, it's wrapped up.
Ian, check it out. We got it finished up. All that hard work and effort leads to this moment.
Oh man, usually I'm the one saying that. Dropping that car off at Winfield's, you know, I said, do your thing. So as far as I know, Gene painted it, Victor got it back and handled all the final assembly. You never know what could have happened.
The reason why I covered it, I adjusted it slightly. Just sorry, it's my MO.
I mean, looking at it, it's the same proportions. It looks like the same fenders. Let's just, before I even check this out, you know, that we've had a few issues in the past. I just got 3 questions. The first one is, does it have taillights?
Yes.
Number 2, do we have a fuel filler?
Yes.
And is there room for a license plate?
Yes.
Then it's a win-win.
I'm really excited to let you see this thing. This is your dream car that you let me finish, and I did. And I hope you're happy with it.
That's quite a build-up. Shall we?
Let's do it. This is it. She might be a little dirty.
Oh, man.
This is your car right here, baby.
Oh man, pulling this cover off, I mean, it's serious. It's nasty. Look at the color on this thing.
It's a Winfield fade.
Man, this is out of control. Now look at what you've done.
Normally Ian calls me up and I'm walking in and wow, that's cool. This time we unveil the car, he looks at it and goes, wow, that's pretty cool. He was pleasantly surprised. I'm glad to see that.
I love the rims. The freaking treatment of the painted bumpers is next level. I didn't know what to expect. You know, they color matched the grille and bumpers to the body color. You know, tinted windows, incognito, limo style. I made up these bubble lenses for the headlights and the turn signals. I think it complements that whole really dark and mysterious look. It looks more organic, you know, like I love the cartoon stuff, so it's less car and more like cartoon. It's just like one unit.
With what you and Gene did, and all I did was enhance it.
Back bumper was a solid choice. He cut the thing apart probably 20 times till it finally fit. Not using the skirts gives it like a totally unique look too, like a road
This
machine.
don't need skirts. This is just like, get out of my way.
We ran into this taillight trouble on a few projects, but on this one, he nailed it.
There's the brake light. See, it works.
Congratulations on a job well done. Fit and finish, you know, nothing's unattended, and man, this interior falls right in with that.
I didn't try to go Gucci, but I try to just change things around.
Yeah, you finally got yourself out the hood, man. You legit.
Are you ready to take this thing and go and drive it now?
Yeah, man. It's been years in the making.
All right, Ian, let's do it here.
Oh, man. First turn of the key. Hopping in a car for the first time, this car's got some grunt. Brand new drivetrain. It felt really good. This thing sounds awesome.
Yeah, no, it fits the car. The car's a mean car. It's gotta look mean.
Winfield was always talking about this fade and, you know, how things look differently from dusk till dawn type of thing. And man, when you get this car out of the garage and into the sunlight, it really shows off. Yeah, you really feel like somebody driving this car.
It's almost like the Hulk.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean. It's like a superhero car. Well, every car's got an attitude, right? And I think this one showcases all three of our ideas. A Winfield classic paint job, Victor's traditional lowrider, old school cruiser, and I got that crazy cartoon thing going. All three come together. It's a pretty unique vehicle. Wow. I gotta say, I've never seen one like it.